It's important. It's not easy to do, and no one has ever done it before. The tech team at Tesla worked very hard to figure out how to make a tablet battery cell and make sure it works. It was especially hard to connect that to the top cap. Some of the details are being kept secret, but I can say that it was very hard to do, even though it looks easy. It took a lot of trees, but we're pleased with the result. This is a huge step forward for people who know about batteries. With advanced battery technology that uses graphene, Tesla is about to make a huge change to its range of cars. This new idea claims to have energy levels 5 times higher than regular lithium-ion batteries, meaning they can store a huge 1,000 watt-hours per kilogram. Even more amazing is that these batteries could last up to 200 years and turn energy into electricity up to 98% of the time. Kindly like this movie and subscribe to Tesla Stock News before we go into the specifics of these improvements. It's time to begin. With the use of NMC 532 batteries, Tesla's recent progress in battery technology is already clear. These batteries have nickel, manganese, cobalt, and artificial graphite anodes. This makes them durable and efficient, and it lets them charge quickly without losing their purity. Because of special chemicals that help keep the electrodes from separating, these batteries can last up to 10,000 full charge and discharge cycles, which is more than 200 miles of driving each cycle. On a single charge, that's 35 million kilometers, which is more than 80 times around the Earth. That's crazy, right? More research shows that for batteries to last up to 15,000 cycles, they should not be fully charged and discharged. Instead, they should be kept between 0% and 80% or 90% of duty cycle. This is a big step forward from the battery systems we have now. These new developments are making electric cars more appealing, and worries about batteries dying quickly are going away. The idea of fully charged cars that are ready to send power back to the grid is called vehicle-to-grid (V2G), and it's really amazing. With V2G, electric cars can send power back to the power grid when they're not using it. This makes them mobile energy stores. Your EV's battery would be used by the grid to hold energy when demand is low. During peak times, the grid would buy that energy back from you. This makes the power grid more stable and increases the use of renewable energy, which is a big step towards a better and more sustainable future. Tesla is in the lead, but they're not the only ones. China's BYD and CATL are also making progress in battery technology by making packs that can last between 750,000 and 1,000,000 miles. This race to develop new technologies is good for everyone. In addition, graphene batteries are thought to last up to 25 years, or 20,000 charge-discharge cycles. Graphene's high stability helps these batteries last a long time and not break down over time, which makes them perfect for green energy systems. Graphene batteries are also safer and better for the environment than regular batteries because they don't contain heavy metals or harmful chemicals. This means they are less likely to hurt people or the environment. This also lowers worries about thermal runaway, which is a major safety issue with regular lithium-ion batteries. With an electrical energy conversion rate of up to 98%, graphene batteries are very good at putting out power. This makes them perfect for high-performance uses like electric cars, where putting out a lot of power is important. The graphene supercapacitors can't hold as much power as regular batteries, but they only take minutes to fully charge. Because graphene supercapacitors don't store a lot of energy, scientists are looking into mixed energy storage systems as a way to fix this problem. For instance, scientists at the University of Queensland in Australia have worked with the graphene manufacturing group to make a prototype hybrid battery out of graphene. It is called the aluminum graphene battery, and its electrodes are made of graphene and aluminum. It has a 150 to 160 watt-hour energy density per kilogram and can be charged very quickly in just 1 to 5 minutes. Aluminum graphene ion batteries are safer, more reliable, and last longer than other types of batteries. They can be charged and discharged over 2,000 times without losing much of their power. The graphene manufacturing group has said that they will make these batteries in pouches that can be used in computers, smartphones, and tablets. GMG says that this kind of battery can theoretically hold about 150 watt-hours of energy per kilogram. More research should be able to make them hold more energy than current market batteries. Tesla just recently said that the Model 3 battery has an energy density of about 260 watt-hours per kilogram. To keep it from overheating, though, it needs a complicated cooling system that takes up a lot of room. On the other hand, graphene batteries don't explode or overheat, so electric cars don't need a cooling system and have more room for energy storage. When the Chinese company GAC Motor Company Limited showed off the Ion 5 electric car with graphene batteries that could go 1,000 kilometers and be charged to 80% capacity in just 8 minutes, it was a big step forward in graphene battery technology. Graphene batteries are now being sold commercially and will soon work better than regular batteries. Compared to regular lithium-ion batteries, these ones last 3 times longer and can be charged 7 times faster. These batteries could change the market for electric vehicles because they use materials that are easy to find and don't cost much, like natural gas and aluminum. Aluminum graphene batteries are safer, less likely to boil, and don't need complicated cooling systems, which helps them be lighter and cheaper. They are also faster and last longer. About 90% of aluminum can be recycled, and the process of making it makes hydrogen, which can be used in the hydrogen transportation business. This means that the future will be greener and last longer. Because of these improvements, the future of electric cars and other electronics looks very bright. Batteries that last longer and use less power are examples of technologies that not only make our daily lives better but also move us closer to a healthy future. GMG recently announced that they will test prototype fuel cell cars in the next 6 to 18 months. This is a big step towards a greener future. MIT researchers found an aluminum-sulfur battery by chance that is 6 times more powerful than lithium-ion batteries and can be fully charged in less than a minute. This is another exciting new idea. Just think, your car could be charged in seconds. It is thought that these batteries will cost around $8.99 per kilowatt hour, which is a lot less than what lithium-ion batteries cost now. The simple formula used also means that they will be easier to recycle when their time is up, which is a big step towards a more sustainable future. Vehicle-to-grid V2G technology will also change how energy is used in a big way. V2G lets electric cars not only use energy, but also send it back to the grid. This makes good use of EV batteries when they're not being used. Modern smart grids are starting to use this technology, which lets EVs send energy back to the grid when they're not using it. This helps balance energy needs and lower grid loads. This makes the grid more ready, makes the best use of green energy, and cuts down on pollution. Tech companies and researchers are working on ways to make V2G an important part of the switch to clean energy. To support charging a lot of cars with electricity, the country will need to make about 2.5% more electricity, but this can be done with careful planning, demand response, peak demand control, and using more renewable energy sources. Grid workers will have to update and spread out the grid so that homeowners with solar panels can supply and store extra energy. Chargers for electric vehicles will also need to be flexible. The grid could get too busy if everyone charges their EVs at home during rush hour. Smart charging, in which software figures out the best times to charge cars, will be very important. People who own electric vehicles, EVs, and run fleets can save a lot of money with V2G technology. Studies have shown that each EV could save up to $15,000 a year on power costs and cut CO2 emissions by about 60 tons a year. Savings from V2G charging run from $875 to $1,560 per vehicle per year. V2G can also save customers up to $300 a year by net metering, which means selling extra energy back to the grid. It all began with Tesla's first electric car, the groundbreaking Roadster, which showed what electric mobility could do. After the Roadster did well, Tesla released the Model S7, which set new standards for EV range and speed. To keep up with rising demand, Tesla built gigafactories, which are state-of-the-art plants that let the company make more batteries for its cars. Tesla is always working to improve energy efficiency so that its batteries can hold more energy and have better performance and range. With these changes, electric cars are now more useful and appealing to a wider range of people. The clever science behind Tesla's lithium-ion batteries is what makes them reliable and effective. Lithium ions are used in these batteries to store and release energy efficiently. This makes them great for electric cars. Tesla's battery pack design arranges battery cells in sections in a way that makes the